So, how do you know Ruponti?
I know Raponti since year four in primary. I came to Australia for the first time in year four, and when I started, Raponti was actually my first friend, and she was a lot of people's first friends in primary of who started. She always goes and says hello. So she came and said hello to me, and we've been friends ever since, unfortunately.
Okay. What's your favorite memory of Ruponti?
Okay, I've got a few. The first one's really funny. Raponti always used to boob punch people, and I've got a lot of them. And they hurt, and she knows that. So if I ever get breast cancer, she is the one to blame. All through high school. And the other one is really sweet. I've got heaps of memories of Raponti being there for me when I needed her. I would just call her, whether it could be anything, whether it's like personal or friends related or anything. I just remember she'd just rock up at my door with a bunch of flowers or food, or just hang out with me in my bed and read with me. And half the photos that I was looking at were just of that. So I'm always so grateful for her for doing that and just being there with me in the times that I needed her the most. Raponti, I'm so grateful. We've been friends for over like 17 years. I can't do maths right now. Many years since year four. I'm so happy that you said hi to me that one day in the playground. And I'm so happy that we've been friends through high school, uni, through meeting our partners, through our engagements, and now our weddings are very close together as well. I'm so glad to have known you, and thank you so much for being my friend.
How do you know Ruponti?
So I actually met Ruponti in my first week of uni because we were both studying law at Macquarie and we had some mutual friends. So I remember just meeting her in passing, all of us were so excited, we were finally our first steps to becoming lawyers. And then I had seen her here and there, throughout uni, but then I re-met, I would say, Ruponti a little bit later, closer to when we were finishing. And we worked together on the social justice subcommittee at Macquarie, and we had become much closer because Nifiz had brought her to a party and I knew Nifiz from beforehand, and we had re-met there, and we were so excited to meet each other again, because I remember when Nifiz messaged saying, there's this lovely girl, I want you, as your friends, I want you guys to meet her. And I was like, I know this girl, we're gonna get along, we're both lawyers. That's how I know Raponti.
Okay. What's your favorite memory of Ruponti? It could be funny, significant.
I think it's funny because when Raponti tells the story, because she had met me and she thought I was like this really hype party girl, but I was actually just really excited to meet her. Again, because Nifiz had said he wanted to introduce this girl to his friends. So we were like, of course, bring her. We had a gathering coming up. We were like, bring her to the gathering. And then at the party, they came a little bit later, and the dance floor had already started at this point. So I can't remember what song was playing when she came in. But I just remember me and Jack, we saw her and we just grabbed her straight onto the dance floor. Like, it wasn't even hi, hello. We were like, hey. And then we just started like doing Bollywood dancing together. And I didn't actually know at the time that she was a very talented Kathak dancer. That was like our first memory of me seeing her after a long time. And I always remember it because she was like, I thought you guys were these wild party girls. I was like, no, I was just so excited to meet you.
And any tips or messages you would like to leave for Ruponti?
Well, I think Raponti and Nifiz, like seeing them and their relationship, I've actually seen how their sort of opposite personalities have really made sure that each other have opened each other to new experiences. And I love that about you guys. And I think Raponti, continue to do it, continue to try new experiences, and also make Nifiz try new experiences, because I think you guys have like molded each other in such a special way. And I can't even imagine you guys without each other now. So I can't wait to see you guys continue to do that in the future.
How do you know Ruponti?
So I actually met Ruponti through Nifiz. We've known Nifiz for quite a long time, and when he told us that there's this girl that he's met, he wants to introduce us to her, and we were like, okay. And then we met her and our life just changed. Like, meeting Ruponti has made our friendship group so much stronger, and we've all like blossomed as people. Like growing up together has been an amazing experience, and now like they're getting married, which is just the sweetest thing in the world. And I can't thank Nafiz enough for bringing Ruponti into our lives and into our friend group. Like she's one of the core girls, and we just can't imagine doing life without her now. So thank you, Nafiz, for bringing your better half into our lives.
What's your favorite memory of Ruponti?
So we've obviously got a lot of memories with Ruponti. She's a pretty like unforgettable person once you get to meet her. But my favorite, most recent memory, I have to say, was the day that we met Ruponti after she got engaged to Nafiz. So we all met up and then we were like, show us the ring. And then we all screamed and like fell to the ground basically. And it was just so sweet to hear her talking about the proposal and like getting surprised and, you know, showing us the pictures and everything. And it just felt like the most core moment, like we're growing up. It felt like for the first time we've passed that, you know, threshold of like, we're just girls together. And now we're like becoming women. Like she's getting married, she's engaged to the love of her life. And getting to see her start this beautiful journey with Nafiz was quite emotional for all of us. She's the first one in the group to get engaged, so we're just so happy. We can't wait to see her as a bride. Like we just know she'll be the most radiant, glowing version of herself. And yeah, that day when she came to us and we all saw her after the proposal was absolutely magical. We will never forget it.
And any tips or messages you would like to leave for Ruponti?
I think that Ruponti, you and Nafiz balance each other out in the most perfect way. I think you are yin and yang, and I think you are just so complementary of each other. I think like for all of the calm that Nafiz brings, you bring like the energy, and then sometimes it's vice versa, right? I think like he can really calm you down in your times of tumultuousness or stress or whatever life brings your way. I think continue to be each other's calm in the storm. Continue to water each other's gardens as you go through life and support each other. You've built such a strong foundation in your relationship already. You guys are such an example of like what a loving couple looks like already, and you're not even married yet. So I just can't wait to see what you guys achieve in your married life. We're also excited to be there by your side and grow old together and drink our chai together in the, you know, Sunday mornings, and then, you know, all our kids become friends. So we're so excited to see you blossom on this journey. Just continue to support each other, continue to love each other. And I just know your love will blossom and create the most beautiful garden.
Okay, firstly, how do you know Ruponti?
I know Ruponti from high school. We met in year 7. She was this like really tiny nerdy girl, and inevitably we were competing for who would be the biggest teachers pet at MacArthur Girls High School, and have been really good friends since then.
And what's your favorite memory of Ruponti?
So I don't have a favorite memory of Ruponti, but instead a pattern of behavior. She is genuinely the most caring and kind-hearted person, and she's always there for people. She's the first person to remember everyone's birthdays and message at 12:01 on the dot. She's never missed a year. She's the first person to check in if she knows you're sick or if you're going through a stressful period. Like nearly every week of the wedding planning process, she was there being like, are you okay? Can I do anything? And so that's just the kind of person she is, and it's hard not to love her so deeply.
And any tips or messages you would like to leave for Ruponti?
Yep, definitely. I think you and Nafiz should choose yourself every single day of your marriage. It's really easy, like I'm only 4 months in, but it's really easy to slip into this like normal routine, but make sure you go out on date nights. Make sure like you prioritize each other, like cook for one another, clean up after them, just the small things, and keep dating each other. I know you guys will have the best, most happiest, most successful marriage, and I'm excited to be there for every year of it.
So how do you know Ruponti?
I met Ruponti in my first year of uni. We were studying law together, and I didn't have any other Bengali friends, so it was really nice to meet someone, and we just clicked immediately, and it was really nice to just have someone that I could connect with like that. Yeah, and it's been just so great having her as a friend for all these years now.
And what's your favorite memory of Ruponti?
I think one of my recent very favorite memories of Ruponti is when after I had my baby, I was just so sleep deprived, so tired. And I remember just texting her once, and she drove like an hour and a half to come visit me with pizza and just let me vent to her for like, I think like 2 hours without complaining. I think I was the only one speaking the whole time. And yeah, no, she's always been there for me and, you know, been just an amazing friend. And yeah.
And any tips or messages you would like to leave for Ruponti?
I think the biggest thing is now that she's entering this new phase in her life, I just hope that I can be there for her like she's been there for me. And I just want her to always be sweet and kind as she's been, and just, you know, stay the way you are, and good luck with this new phase in your life.
So firstly, how do you know Ruponti?
I know Rapunti through high school. We met around year 8 and year 9. My memory is really bad, but I believe it was year 8 and 9 or year 9 and 10. And I remember her by the whole punches, and if you know, you know. But yeah, that's how I know Rapunti.
And what's your favorite memory of Ruponti? It can be funny, significant, anything.
Well, there's a bunch to choose from, but if I had to pick, it would be 2. So it would be singing in class, with the favorite song being Idia de Morum. And the most recent one is probably going to that smash room place, and where we smash stuff up. I threw 3 bottles at her and she did not hit a single one. And I just remember laughing my ass off. So yeah.
And lastly, any tips or messages you would like to leave for Ruponti?
One tip would be to do things that make you happy. I think even though that's pretty obvious, but what I would say is if it's not normal to people, but you really want to do it, then you should do it. As long as you're not harming anyone and, you know, it's something that makes you happy, you should always do it. I think that will make you be more free, I guess. So yeah. And also, a last note, I'm truly heartbroken that you're leaving me, but I'm happy it's with Nafiz and you're happy together. One thing I would say is don't do those punches ever again in the future. Those scarred me, so please, for the love of God. I have a memory, actually I remember this. I have a memory of telling her something really personal. I don't know if she remembers this, but it was really personal, and her reaction is to punch me. And it wasn't a normal punch, by the way. She knows what kind of punch it was. So yeah, stop, don't do those again. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Hi Rapunti, I can't believe you're getting married. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited. I've known you since forever. I've known you since year 9. And in year 9, I thought you were such a goody two-shoes. You were good with all the teachers and you always had a tight little ponytail. You were so studious. You were so smart, punctual and determined. All of the traits which you still have, and I'm so glad that you still have these traits. And we became really close in, I think, year 10. Our first hangout was out of high school. We went to Maya because that's all we could afford to do. We couldn't do anything else at the time. So we were just chilling at Maya's and you were just jumping on the sofa to sofa, which was so unhinged. I thought, wow, like such a sober girl is still jumping sofa to sofa. But that was when we became close and I thought you weren't such a goody two-shoes anymore. You were really always so compassionate to me, so nice and such a loving person to everyone around you. And I really appreciate that about you. A second favorite memory I have with you is when we go to concerts together or any night out. It's literally my favorite time with you. You're such a fun person and I love how talkative you are. You always listen to me as well. And if I were to give you any advice, it would be to keep Nafiz on his toes. You have a husband now, which means you have an extra wallet. So spend all his money and save up all your money for makeup and fun things like that. And yeah, I can't wait to see you. And I can't wait to see you get married.
Okay. Hi, Rapunti. Congratulations on getting married. It's so exciting to see that we've come this far and we're at the phase where we're getting married now. That's so cool. So we've known each other since year 7. I don't remember how, I don't remember what our first meeting of talking was, but it was one random day walking to the train station going, hey, we're in the same roll call, who are you? And then we just started talking. We found we had so much in common, and then it's all history since then. One funny memory I have of us, it's not very significant at all, but it's very funny. And the first thing I thought of when Shumanti gave us these questions was that one day when we were in, I think, year 12, and we were walking to school, got off the bus at Victoria Road and walking to school. And for some really strange reason, you decided that you were gonna sit on the sidewalk, pull out a book and start reading. And I was like trying to kick you up and be like, let's go, what are you doing? Like, why are you being weird? Get off the sidewalk. But you sat there for like a good 5 or 10 minutes just with a book, had your headphones in, and you were just doing you. And I was like so embarrassed, and I was like, oh my God, what's she doing? But whenever I think of a memory, that was the first thing that I could think of. And to think that we've come from all these random, weird, fun, happy moments to now all these meaningful, special moments where you got engaged and now you're getting married and all of this happening. So I'm so glad that we've stayed strong and stayed close friends all this time. And I'm so happy to see and so keen to see our future together as well. So happy for you and Nafiz. You guys are great. Nafiz is great. I'm so excited for all the memories that we'll make together.
Hi Rapunti, congratulations on your wedding and getting married. It's such a big milestone, and honestly, I wish you just all the best. I mean, we've known each other for 20 years now, since kindy. My mum says she remembers us sitting together on the first day in Miss Corey's classroom. Honestly, I don't really remember that, but my mum says it's true. And yeah, I guess in terms of memories, I mean, the one memory that keeps coming back, I guess, is just us being in your old house. I think it was in Metella Road, this one room where you had all of your toys, and we had this cubby house, and it was like this yellow and brown cubby house, and we would just go inside and we would play for hours and hours and hours on end. We'd play like all these different board games, Guess Who, and I just remember feeling so like happy and safe just being with you in that cubby house, in that house, just having a lot of fun. And honestly, when I think to our childhoods, I continue to remember that, and that being such a happy part of growing up. And honestly, in terms of advice, I guess the one advice I would have is just to always continue to be open to experiences and change, because, you know, it's only good things coming forward for you. So just continue to be open, continue to be happy, and yeah, I honestly wish you all the best.
Hi Rapunti, congratulations. Taking it all the way back. I've been knowing you since I came out of the womb, and ever since then you've been my role model through all our stages of life, navigating high school, uni things, all of it. Many memories with you, but I think I've forgotten a lot of our childhood memories. A more recent memory I have is when we went to the Gold Coast, and this was back in 2020, just before COVID. I remember we were all at this one tram stop in Melbourne, and it took a while for the tram to come, and we were just, I forget what we were doing. We were like listening to songs, we were dancing and just laughing a lot. And then at one point you done the nut bush, and I still have a video of that, so I'll show you everybody at some point. But looks like you didn't really make it in the Aussie dancing career, so you had to head over to Kathak dancing instead. One piece of advice I would give to you, now that we're both going to be married together, is I think to always be true to yourself and have confidence in yourself, but most of all keeping Allah at the top. Remembering him, because that is what will bring us closer to our husbands. So keen for many double dates, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, so firstly, how do you know Rapunti?
I know Rapunti from high school. So all the way from year 8 up until year 12. I came in as a newbie, and initially we started off as just not being on good terms, as every high schooler does, not on good terms at all. And then eventually became really good friends, and from good friends to best friends. My time with Raponti has been really, really nice. We've had our fair share of memories in high school, spent some really great lunch time together, really good camping. I think we had a great year 10 camp session. I think that was the first time we spent the most amount of time. I think it was a 3-day camp. I remember her borrowing one of my dresses for a little formal event we had, and yeah, I think she looked absolutely gorgeous that day. But yeah, Raponti has been a really good friend to me throughout my high school years. I've seen every phase of Raponti. I've seen her cry, I've seen her being sad, I've seen her laugh her heart out. Yeah, and I wish her all the very best. Just come such a long way from the person I met in year 8 to the person she is today, about to get married to the love of her life. It's been truly a journey, even for me, to witness the transformation that she's gone through. And I wish her and Nafiz all the very best for their future together. Hope you guys do extremely well in life, and God bless.
Okay. I know that's definitely the next question is really hard to pick from, but it could be funny or significant,
Sure.
or emotional, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I know, I only know some of it. I don't know like bits and bits of it.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite memory of Raponti? Because I know that she used to die to go and sleep over at your house.
Yeah, she definitely did. And we've had some great times together. I think one of the incidents that I remember very clearly, and it is still till this day, it's still brought up in my house. We turned 18, all of us, and it was me, Vesh, I'm just outing a few people here, I'm so sorry. Saloni, myself, Vesh, and Raponti, we all 4 of us gathered around at my house, and we were 18, so we had never been introduced to the concept of alcohol. And this was under my mum's supervision. But yeah, we tried a little bit of alcohol the first time and didn't understand how the feel. So it was just me, Saloni, and Vaishali, by the way, not Raponti. But she was there as like us, monitoring us, all the children getting the taste of alcohol the first time, which was quite funny. Yeah, she was just there judging us and looking at us and laughing at us, being all weird and boozy and whatnot. So that was probably like the funniest experience that I can come across, that I can think of. Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, any tips or messages you would like to leave for Raponti? If you'd like to add something personally to these, to this last one, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I already covered that, but I'll say it again because I genuinely mean it. Raponti, you've come such a long way from getting to know you in year 8 as a little girl, a little shy girl, by the way. She's such a shy girl, to now watching you become a lawyer, which you've always wanted to be. Watch you become this beautiful, young, confident person. I'm really glad to have witnessed that journey alongside. And I just want to wish you all the best and also let you know that I'm really proud of the person you've become. I hope you continue shining as beautifully as you do today, and wish you all the very best in this next milestone in your life with Nafiz.
I know Raponti. Now, I'm not quite clear on this, but we met through our parents, and I think our parents met through either Feminanti and Shahadamkil or maybe Fida Paya's parents. Not quite sure about that. But all I know is I've known her my entire life, and I've seen her at all the Bengali dawats, Eid dawats, weddings, everything. So I can't even remember the first time I met her. Favorite memory with Raponti. Now, I don't have a distinct, clear memory of this, but there's a photograph of this, of us playing with Karzak at Farooq Uncle's house and us sitting on him like a horse. And every time I'd look at that photo, I'd laugh because we were just such kids back then. Second favorite memory is when you and me did Fida Paya's Hulut dance, and you came up with this awesome concept. You made me dress like a man with a beard and a lungi, and for some reason I'm doing that again for you. But I honestly had so much fun practicing dance with you for that and just like, you know, going with this concept. I know you've heard this before, but I'll say it again, communicate. I think communication is so important, even if you've known each other for a while, even if you know and what you think is enough about each other. Always communicate. Don't take things for granted. Don't presume the other person knows what you're thinking or feeling. Always try and communicate and don't feel awkward about it. But otherwise, I think you guys are going to have a very happy married life together, inshallah. I think you'll make many, many happy memories together and have lots of fun together. So I can't wait to hear all about it.
Hey Rob, so it's my turn to do your video message now. So to start off with, how did we meet? We met when we were both in primary school, but we didn't go to the same primary school. We met when we were in pre-uni in Parramatta. It was you, me, Akjot, Mansi and Nandini. I would have never expected that our friendship would span all these years and go through high school, university, and then after that as well. But I'm really grateful that it happened. My favorite memory of you, I think, will have to be the time that you and I performed Sweater Weather at your 16th birthday party, and we had our guitars out. It was very 2016 Tumblr era. We were so on brand for doing that. And I think the more recent memory actually involves Nafiz. It was when you, me, Nafiz and Shohan were at May's Haldi, and the string of Nafiz's pants broke, and then he had to use my claw clip to keep it up, and the rest of us were just cracking up because it was the most funniest thing that we had seen. Anyway, those two memories are my favorite. And then in terms of if I have any advice for you, honestly, I don't. You're a very intelligent person, not just academically, but also emotionally, mentally, and in many other ways. So if anything, I feel like I come to you for advice. I guess if there's anything I had to say, it's don't really lose yourself, but you're a very strong person, you're a very strong personality, and I know you'd be okay. And I'm very grateful to have had you by my side all these years. And I can't wait to see what your life has in store for you, but also what our friendship has in store for us these coming years. And I love you lots.